Hey everybody, and welcome to this TradeUI tutorial. I'm going to be covering a algorithmic and machine learning tool to analyze your trades in an instant with Fibonacci retracement levels, support and resistance, AI support and resistance, and a plethora of other different features here through the TradeUI platform. And I'm going to just be covering them briefly. I'm not going to be going into details with what a Fibonacci retracement is. If you're curious about that, check out Investopedia and or another resource. I'm just going to be showing you guys quickly how these work and how it breaks down and how it's as easy as a click of a button to get those support and resistance levels. And just going through here quickly, as you can see, they pop up right here. Usually the most popular one is that 38 level. You can look at it on different time frames from the 1 month, the 3 month, the 6 month, the year to date, the 1 year, and of course, all different time frames there. But we're going to jump into, just to keep it simple here, year to date. And you can see the bottoms and the tops there. And if you want to throw in a support and resistance, this is basically an automated AI that makes this determination of where that support and resistance level is. It kind of learns from previous trades, things like that. So it'll give you a pretty reliable support and pretty reliable resistance. You can get that just from clicking a simple button there. And of course, it works on all the different time frames as well, just like the Fibonacci retracement. And if you want to add into other indicators here, you have a whole long list here. Isn't any descriptions, because this is not a platform where you're going to be learning about these technical, indicators. You're going to be simply adding them into your charting here. So it helps to give a more dynamic look. You can add MACD, you can add pretty much whatever you want. You can add RSI if you're into that. Personally, I'm not finding it super reliable in regards to trading, but you can add different indicators. You can switch around to the different charts here. If it gets a little too cluttered, you can just uncheck or recheck different things here. But just a quick glance here, just to break down those different things here. You can add simple shapes, you can add different lines, so you can add your own little kind of levels of support resistance if you want. A lot of different features here, a lot of different things that you can do. Different flags, you can zoom in, zoom out. If you want to go, let's say you wanted to zoom out into a previous date here, you can go and stretch this as far back as you want. Going pretty far here if you wanted to extend that across the board here to look at a bigger picture here. And of course, you can get all those Fibonacci retracement levels for that time frame as well. So if you stretch it out here a little bit more, just to give you guys an idea here. Now, of course, you can do this through just the technical charts area here. But if you want to get a little bit more detailed, you can go right into the different chart for a particular ticker. So if you see a nice sweep coming up and you're saying, hey, I want to see how the chart looks, you can simply click this button right here and it'll pop up the technicals for that chart. You can add the Fibonacci pretty quickly. You can do the monthly and then you can do the yearly and all that, giving you pretty nice levels to look forward to, as you can see here, with a nice little bounce off of a Fibonacci retracement level right here in this range. And of course, you can predict, breakdowns and breakouts and things like that. As you can see here, Tesla was basically rejecting at this Fibonacci retracement point level. So when it was up here, it was a pretty safe bet that you might see a little bit of a decline here. And then, of course, it didn't ever really break this, so you might see continuation back up. Just, doing basic Fibonacci retracement levels. You can switch to the support and resistance here. So looking at this, it might give you a little bit more of a dynamic here, that if we see a break here, you can see a breakdown maybe down to the 700-ish level here. If that's going to happen for Tesla, who knows? But just as a quick reference, and all you got to do, click in, click out, and you're pretty much set to go. Of course, all the same filters apply from that I previously mentioned, and the different time frames, and you can adjust for your own little custom timeline here. So it doesn't have to be in the year or the 6 month. You can do 3, 4 months or 5 months, or you can do a smaller time frame if you want, if you wanted to look at a closer pattern as close as literally like the day of. I think it's a little too cluttered there, so you'd probably want to zoom out, zoom in, or go further out just to get that overall picture and the overall feel here. So like as you can see here with a rejection with the Fibonacci back then, or rather the support resistance. Now this is an AI learning support resistance, so this can change over time. But as it learns kind of from its mistakes, it'll give better levels of support and resistance over time. So just something for you to consider if you'd like. That's about all I'm going to be covering, I believe, in this video. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and or contact us on the TradeUI platform, things like that. Thanks for listening, guys, and have a nice day.